Welcome to Sunrise Yoga. This is a practice for inversions. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable position, crossing your legs. Begin to close your eyes, noticing your breath. Relax your shoulders, your jaw. So much of this practice is about shifting perspectives, generally about seeing the larger picture. So right now, what is the picture in your mind? What do you see? What is your experience this morning or today? And so the offering quite simply is just to observe yourself as we move through the practice. Observe the thought patterns, observe the sensation in the body, and observe the shifts and changes you create through the practice, through the breath. And may we gain a little bit more perspective to the practice. Start to bring your hands together at heart center, bowing your head down to your chest, taking an inhale in, exhale it all out. Inhale, creating an intention for your practice. This could be energy, to have a good day, to pull in joy. Notice your breath. One more inhale, slowly opening your eyes and make your way onto your back. Take your arms out into a T shape by your side and windshield wiper your knees from side to side, moving into your lower back. My little puppy Denali wants to do yoga with us today. Continue to windshield wiper those knees and then come back to center, bringing your right knee in towards your chest. Interlace your fingers around the shin, hug it in, and then take your hands behind your thigh where your hamstrings are. Straighten your leg up, and we're just going to go ahead and bend the leg as you inhale, bring the knee in towards the chest. And as you exhale, work towards straightening up the leg towards the sky. And as you go, start to bring that knee in towards the chest. Exhale, straightening it up. Keep doing that at your own pace with your own breath. Bending the knee and up, feeling the back of that hamstring. Keep going. Last time. This time we'll keep the leg up towards the sky. You can keep your hands interlaced behind your leg. If you do have a strap, you can take the strap around the foot and pull that foot in, especially if you feel a little tight here. Sometimes a belt even works, or a towel. But you see how it goes. Shoulders relax down and either just stay here pressing the heel up towards the sky, or if you want to make it a little bit more intense, extend your other leg out in front of you. Hug the inner thighs in towards you and just get gently into that breath here. Breathing into the hamstring on our right side, pulling those toes in towards your face as you press your heel up towards the sky. Breathing into the back of that leg. Bending your right knee, place your right foot on the ground and bring your left knee into your chest. Interlace your fingers over that top of that shin and pull it in. Now, take your hands underneath your hamstring and we'll do the same thing as you extend your foot up to the sky, straightening your leg. And then exhale, bring that knee back in. Inhale, lengthen and extend. And exhale, curl. Pull that knee in. Continue again to do that at your own pace with your own breath. Feel free to move slower or faster as you need. My puppy really wants to play. Keep going, breathing through the back of your leg here. Noticing any differences on this side. Maybe this side feels a little tighter. Breathe. Last one. Next time the leg goes up towards the sky, we'll hold on to it and stay here. And again, you can always grab a strap if you'd like at this point and keep your hands interlaced around your leg. Work your heel up towards the sky. Relax the shoulders. Stay here. Straighten the other leg out in front of you. Hug the inner thighs in towards one another. Feel how that engages the pelvic floor and hopefully gets a little bit more space into the lower back. Good job. A few more breaths. Pull your toes in towards your face a little bit more. Keep breathing into the back of that leg. Your face is relaxed. Bend your left knee. Bring your left knee in towards your chest. Right foot comes down to the ground. Left foot comes down to the ground. Again, just take a moment. Windshield wipe the legs from side to side. Arms by your side. And then bring the knees in towards the chest and rock and roll a couple of times up and down the spine. If this doesn't feel good, just roll up to one side. It's not for everyone. Come up to a sit. Extend your right leg out in front of you and bring the left foot into the inside of the right leg. So just go ahead and bring the outer flesh of your sit bones out on that right side. Engaging your core. If you need a block to place under your knee, you can. Hands on either side of the front leg. If you want to draw your shoulders back and down, start to engage your tummy. Close your eyes right here, holding a straight spine. Draw your toes back and feel how it engages the quadriceps. And now from here, gently engage the pelvic floor. This is known as the Mula Bandha. So lift it up. And feel how this lifts the breastbone. Keep that engagement of the quadriceps and of the pelvic floor. And as you breathe here, start to walk yourself forward. Be mindful that you're not rolling into your back or coming forward rounding, but lengthen with your breastbone forward, envisioning that your ribs are trying to touch your thigh. Keep breathing into that chest, into the back of your hamstrings. And if there's any sensations in the back of that leg, noticing them, breathing into your leg. Nice job. Engaging your quadricep muscle. Walk your hands back up and switch sides. Extend your left leg out in front of you and bring the right sole of the foot to the inside of the left thigh. Take the flesh of your left bum out. Slide anything underneath the knee if you need. And the hamstring needs space there. And then gently twist so that belly button is lined up with the middle of the knee. And then draw the shoulders into the back. As you inhale, lift the chest, close your eyes. And as we did so on the other side, press the heel forward, drawing the toes back. And then lift the pelvic floor. Engage your tummy, draw the shoulders down, lift the breastbone up, and either stay here or begin to walk your hands out in front of you. No problem if you want to hold onto your foot. Just be cautious you're not yanking yourself forward. Really using your leg muscles, your core muscles to bring your foot forward. Bring yourself forward. And then you get down into a spot that feels great. Close your eyes and get lost in the breath. Inhaling into the back of that hamstring on your left side. Noticing any sensations on this side. Breathing deeply. Taking a few more breaths. Begin to walk your palms back up, both knees, place your feet on the floor. Come up and rounding onto all fours, hands under the shoulders, knees under your hips, coming into a cat-cow position. Splay your fingers nice and wide. As you inhale, round the spine, look at your own belly button. And as you exhale, arc the spine and look up towards the sky. Inhale, round the spine, look at your own belly. And exhale, arc. So either continue with these, as we call our classic cat-cows, going to move into or you can move into a free flow of a cat-cow, where you kind of move your body, your spine, from side to side, back and forth. Just do whatever your body's asking for here. Still maybe doing a few cat-cows in the middle there. Moving back and forth. Just close your eyes and see what the spine wants to do. Breathing into your lower back. A few more deep breaths. And then come back to a neutral spine. We'll take a variation of a nice heart opener here as you walk your hands out in front of you and bring your elbows down to the ground. Bring your elbows a little closer than shoulder width and bring your hands into a prayer. Then what you're going to do is work your forehead down to the ground. If you have tight shoulders, like me, I'm working through a shoulder replacement. It takes a little bit more effort. Maybe your arms go out all the way out in front of you. You can bring your hands behind your head in like a prayer position. And our goal is to work that chest down, closer to the ground, breathing into our back, into our spine. Bring your hands down, you can. Maybe walk them out in front of you. Nice job. Bring your hands back down to the ground if they're up. Lift your head up, slide your hands towards you. Wrists and shoulders align, and we're going to thread the needle here, hands and knees. Lift the left arm up and let that left hand come sliding down underneath the right armpit. Bring your left ear down so you're looking over to that right side. And lift that elbow. So take your right hand out in front of you, either palm on the earth or fingertips to the ground. I like to leave it up. And then we'll just stay here as we open that heart. Tilt your sit bones up and shoulders onto the back, especially on that right one. And look over that right shoulder. Feel free to stay right here or reach the arm up towards the sky. Keep the wrists and shoulders aligned. So try not to crank the arm. Keep the wrists, everything in a comfortable neutral position. Feel that shoulder on the left side really opening up. Just resting on that side here. No tension here. And then right hand comes down to the ground. Let's come back to center. We'll take it over onto the other side. Right palm threads underneath the left one. Right cheek comes down, looking towards the left. Again, the left hand wherever you want. Press the right hand into the ground, tilt your sit bones up, and twist your heart towards the left. Good. You can bring that hand behind your back, stacking the shoulders, or reach over your head. Just do whatever you did on the other side, or whatever feels comfortable. Keep the wrists and shoulders aligned so you're not cranking your shoulder or twisting at all in an awkward way. Just going where it feels comfortable. Come into your breath. And keep that hand down if it feels better. Palm comes down to the earth and then come back to center. Come back to your heart pose as you bring your elbows down to the ground, hands in prayer. Working your breastbones and forehead down to the earth, hips directly over the knees. Walk your hands forward, pressing that chest down, pressing that forehead down. Fingertips come back down to the earth, lock your palms down, and we'll take a variation of rabbit pose. So you're going to sit back on your heels, grab hold of the outer parts of your feet with your hands. And then from here, chin in towards the chest, round the spine, and bring the top of the head down to the ground. As you do this, press the heels back and press your bum forward so you feel a stretch in your arms, in the back of your heart, in the back of your spine. Breathing through that back. Bring the bum back down towards your heels and come up into a sitting position. We'll show you what's next. So we're going to explore here and really think of it as an exploration. So we'll be open to what happens in a headstand position. So just like we're going to go into our heart pose, we're going to take our elbows about shoulder width apart and bring your hands over to your biceps. Interlace your fingers. You're going to recommend putting one finger in front of the other and then hands down to the ground, palms closed. And it's like you're holding onto a little fruit in between your hands. This is like as if you're holding a little fruit and you don't want to squish it. And then what we'll do is take the very top of your head and we'll come down to the ground in between your forearms. So preparation for headstand. So halfway in between the crown of your forehead, just to see how that feels. All of our spines are shaped a little bit differently, so explore it. Start here and explore moving the chin further away from the chest and closer towards the chest until you find a spot that feels like there's no intense pressure on your spine. There will be, as if you've never done this before, there's a pressure there. You'll notice that pressure. It might be uncomfortable, but we'll build up what you call kind of like a little callus. Rest as much as you need and do not feel pressure to go anywhere today. I'm holding on to opposite biceps. I'll interlace my fingers together and bring my hands down to the ground. Our heads are going to come down to the ground and press into the forearms. I'm going to relax my shoulders away from my ears, bringing my head in between those forearms. From here, I want you to curl your toes under. And again, I would watch this and then try it if you'd like. Curl your toes under and lift your knees up off the ground. And then you don't have to straighten all the way. Just see how it goes with your body. Feel free to just stay right here and do what it asks for. If you want, lift your forehead up and try to press more of your weight into those forearms. We want to keep less pressure on the neck, more weight and more pressure in our forearms. And then what we'll do is start to walk our feet closer so our hands are still resting where they are. Head is resting in the hands and you're walking so your hips are going over those shoulders. Coming onto your tiptoes, lifting those heels, getting those hips a little bit over those shoulders, a little closer. Pull your left heel in to your bum, bending that knee, drop it down. And then switch sides. Pull that right knee, right heel in, hold it there, and then down. Drop down to your knees. Come into a child's pose. Relax your forehead, rock it out side to side. So these are very basic beginners child poses for headstand. So head comes down if you want to try it again. the back of the head to the wrist, drawing the shoulders down, back, curl the toes under. Getting prepared here. Now once those toes are curled under, lift the knees up, start to walk your toes in, lifting your tailbone up. Maybe this time you lift your right leg up, drop it down, left leg lifts up, drop it down, drop your knees, coming back down to your sit bones. You can come into a child's pose. Maybe you feel comfortable with a headstand already, or you can even try today to come up to a wall and place your back up against that wall. That way you have something to kind of fall into if you're really wanting to get those legs up today. So you decide if you want to use that wall today or just stay right where you are practicing these basic balancing poses here. Bring your head back down to the ground into your child's pose. Great job. Rock your forehead out. Just exploring the headstand. It's an amazing pose. Take a moment here to observe how you feel. The gift of the inversion practice is it literally changes our perception and changes the way we see things. So what do you feel right now? Hopefully not too much pressure in that neck. Breathe into your neck. Let go of any tension in your back. Great job. Taking nice deep breaths. Once the spine and neck feel comfortable, start to roll yourself all the way back up, crossing at your ankles and rolling to your sit bones. And you might want to just take your time as you roll all the way down to your back. If you're dealing with anything in your shoulders or neck, just be careful. We're going to go into a shoulder stand here. So if you need, without doing anything, any pressure, listen to your bodies in the shoulder stand. If it's not for you, no problem. You can take a variation where you either just take those legs straight up towards the sky and place a block underneath your sit bones. And if that doesn't feel good, then just keep lifting those legs up just like this. Close your eyes. This is an inversion without any pressure in your shoulders. And if you're going to come with me today, our legs are going to go ahead and go up towards the sky. Pressing the palms into the ground, lift your hips and take your toes over your head. This is Halasana, plow pose. And if you don't know what I mean, just take your time. Try not to look from side to side. You can even watch me before you do it first. Working with your shoulders. Take your hands to your lower back or interlace your fingers below those hips. Sliding your hips up over those shoulders a little bit more. Try not to force anything, and then extend one leg up to the sky. Take your time, then the other, coming into that shoulder stand. If it feels better to have your palms on your back, leave them there, no problem. Wherever you are, gently press the back of your head into the ground and either look at a spot on the ceiling or close your eyes. And just feel into the body. Feel all that blood flow from your toes coming down into your ankles. Come back to your breath and feel the sensation. Try to get those hips up over the shoulders with every breath, not forcing anything. And again, if this is too much, just staying on your back with feet lifted. Nice big breaths. Noticing any tingling, breathing in energy, releasing out tension. Great work. Keep breathing here, allowing that breath to take over. Stay up for as long as you like When you're ready to come down, take your toes over your head. If the toes can come down to the earth, put the toes on the feet and on the ground. And if they don't touch, it's okay, don't worry about it. Just try to get those feet towards the earth. And Hala Sanasana, nice big breaths here. Take your time. Plow pose, breathing. And then bending your knees, either bringing your knees to your forehead or knees to the side of your ears. And work the shins towards the ground. You'll see how it goes. If this is way too much, don't force anything. And then slowly roll your spine down to the earth, your knees bent. Take your time. Then hug your knees into your armpits. Feel free to stay here or happy baby pose. Grab hold of your feet with your hands. Good. You can rock side to side or just press down into the center of your back. Hug your knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs out in front of you, Shavasana, corpse pose. Just swaying the feet, the palms away from each other and closing your eyes. If you feel any lower back sensitivity, just side a block underneath your back or a bolster or a pillow for a little extra support. If not, just breathing right where you are. Breathing into your chest. Feel it letting go. Notice your heart beating. Breathing into your stomach and hips. Relaxing your upper thighs, your knees and shins. Breathing into your calves, ankles, upper feet, lower feet, and toes. Feel that breath traveling through every muscle, every cell of your body as you completely let go. Absorbing all the benefits from your inversion practice today. Shavasana is said to be the most important pose of our practice. As we take this time to just observe our breath and heal our body. Taking a few more deep breaths into the body here. Observing any areas of the body that have tingly sensations. Gently forming a smile as you lift the corner of your lips up towards your ears, inviting joy into your day. Remembering to smile. Remember to have fun. Not take life so seriously. Find that breath. Taking another deep breath in and exhale it all out. Slowly bending the knees and placing the feet on the ground. Rolling over to one side and making your way up to a sitting position. Just take a moment to observe again how you feel here. Hands come to heart center as you close your eyes, or you can bring your hands onto your knees. We tend to, in our daily life, to get caught up in what's in front of us, what's happening in the moment. And what the practice hopefully creates is the idea of perspective, of hopefully being able to see the bigger picture. And when we see the bigger picture, we realize what's important and what's not. What we can let go of and what we can't. Bring your hands into prayer in front of your heart. Namaste. Good job, everyone.